Hey, it's John McNicholas. Just an update to the first video. We're going to do 3 different guitar parts here. We're going to do the acoustic guitar part mimicking the piano. We're going to do the slide guitar, and we're going to do that little riffy guitar that you hear underneath some of the vocals. So grab a guitar, let's play. Before we get started, do me a quick favor, like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more updates, and then check out my Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You're going to get a PDF and a Guitar Pro file of this entire lesson and hundreds more. Alright, let's jump right in. First chord in the intro is going to be an A minor chord. So first finger on 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 4th and 3rd strings, 2nd fret. A minor, don't play that low E string, so 5th string and down. Next, we've got an E minor, but to make it sound more like the piano, we're going to put the G in the bass. So you can leave your 2nd finger where it is and just move your 1st finger up to the 5th string 2nd fret and your 3rd finger to the 6th string 3rd fret. Sounds a little bit more like the piano. If you just want to play a regular E minor, that works too, because you've got a G on the 3rd string. So the intro is going to have 4 chords. We're going to have A minor, then the E minor with the G in the bass, and that's going to repeat. Let's take a look at the first verse. First verse is going to use the same 2 chords as the intro at first before changing into a couple other chords. Let's talk about the first few chords though. We've got the A minor to the E minor with the G in the bass. It's going to do that pattern 2 times. Now this next time through, it's going to go from an A minor to an F. I'm using the bar chord because it sounds really nice, the bass walking down, 1st finger all the way across, and then you've got your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger in that E shape, but slid up 1 fret, 2nd finger on 3-2, 3rd finger on 5-3, and pinky on 4-3. So that 3rd time through, it's going to be A minor to F. And then we're going to have 2 measures of E, so if you want to, you can just slide your shape down 1 fret, take your 1st finger off, or go ahead and make the E shape with just your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd finger, which is what I typically do. It's going to have 2 measures of that. And then we're going to have 2 measures of A minor. A minor is the same as the E shape, just dropped down 1 string. Don't play the 6th string. 2 measures of that. Alright, let's play through that first verse. I'll call out the chords. We're going to start off from an A minor to an E minor with G in the bass. You can put the G in the bass or not, your choice. So 1, 2, 3, A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, A minor, F, E, stay there. Now A minor. Next we get into a 2nd verse, and the 2nd verse is going to be identical to the first verse. If you know the first verse, you know the 2nd verse. I'll count you in. A minor, 1, 2, 3, A minor. E minor. A minor. E minor, A minor, F, E, A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's take a look at the first chorus. First chorus is going to start off with 2 measures of G. So that's cowboy chord G, 1st finger on 5-2, a 2nd finger on 6-3, and then your 3rd finger all the way down on 1-3. And if you like to add that D in there with your other finger, you can. I'm gonna leave it out. So we've got 2 measures of G. And then we've got 2 measures of our bar chord B minor. So if you know your A minor shape, you're just going to slide that up 2 frets, and then have your first finger come all the way across to the 5th string, 2nd fret, barring, covering all these notes. If that's too hard, you can just try to use your first finger here to play that 5th string, and then just kind of mute your first string. But you can do it. We're gonna have 2 measures of that. And then we're gonna have 2 measures of just a regular E minor. A measure of A minor, a measure of D. We haven't talked about the D yet. First finger on 3-2, second finger on 1-2, third finger on 2-3. Little triangle, a measure of that. Back to A minor for a measure, and back to D for a measure. So that last little chord bit is going to be a refrain from the previous line. So let's go over the chorus. We're going to start with G, and I'll count you in. It's going to go 2 measures of G and 2 measures of B minor to get started. So 1, 2, start with G. Now B minor. E minor. A minor to D, A minor, D, repeat those last 2, A minor, and now D. Now the next time we go to a chorus, we're not going to repeat that last A minor D, but I'll remind you when we get there. Alright, let's take a look at the third verse. Third verse, you already know it. It's the same as the first and second verse. It starts with an A minor to E minor with G in the bass. I'll count you in, starting with A minor. 1, 2, 3, go. E minor, A minor, E minor, A minor, F, 2 measures of E, 2 measures of A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. You did great. All right, let's take a look at the next section. We've got a second chorus. Second chorus, same as the first, but it's going to leave out that last little A minor to D at the very end. So we're going to start with G, 2 measures, B minor, 2 measures, E minor, 2 measures, and then A minor to D. I'll count it in. We'll start with G. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. 1, 2, 3, B minor. 1, 2, 3, E minor. Now A minor to D, A minor to D. You did it. All right, sounds good. Let's take a look at the guitar solo chords. If you want to fast forward to the guitar solo, do that. Take a look down in the description and I'll have a link directly to when the slide solo starts. All right, let's take a look at the chords under the solo before we do the solo. It's going to have 2 measures of D minor. D minor is going to be just like your triangle D, but you're going to move some fingers around. You're going to have your first finger on 1-1, your second finger on 3-2, and your third finger on 2-3. So major, happy, minor, sad. 2 measures of that, and then we're going to have 2 measures of C. First finger 2-1, second finger 4-2, third finger 5-3. We're going to have 2 measures of D minor, 2 measures of C, and that's going to repeat. So 1, 2, D minor. 1, 2, 3, C. 1, 2, 3, D minor. 1, 2, 3, C. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go to 2 measures of E minor. 1, 2, 3. And then A minor. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go back to a D. 3, 4 for 2 measures. And then we're going to go to a D minor for one measure. And then we're gonna get out of this solo with a G for one measure. So a really satisfying chord pattern. I think, you know, sometimes, you know, when you hear that minor 4 going to the D, that D minor, that it just screams Beatles. They've been using it forever, and they still are. One last time. So let's go over the guitar solo. D minor to C, and we're gonna repeat that before we go to some new chords, E minor and A minor, etc. I'll call them out. 1, 2, D minor, go. 1, 2, 3, C. That's gonna repeat. D minor. 1, 2, 3, C. Comes a new chord, E minor. 1, 2, 3, A minor. 2 measures of D. E minor to G, E minor, G. All right, next we're gonna get into a fourth verse. You already know it. It's the same as 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna start off with A minor to E minor with G in the bass, or not. E minor works. 1, 2, 3, A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, A minor. Now F. 2 measures of E. 2 measures of A minor. All right, now we're getting into the outro. We've got a pretty simple chord pattern, and most of these chords are just gonna go for one measure. Somebody correctly noticed that in my previous video, I sort of miscounted these end chords, but the right chords, wrong timing. So let's correct that, shall we? Thank you for that, by the way. Always feel free to yell at me through the internet. I have tough skin, I'm a musician. So we're gonna start off with a measure of G, a measure of E minor, a measure of A minor, a measure of G, and a measure of E minor before we get into those single strum ends. So let's just do that much of it, and then we'll do the single sort of strummy ends. So we're gonna start with G and then E minor. So 1, 2, 3, G, E minor, A minor, G, E minor. And now we're gonna have some single strum chords at the end. And now we're gonna have some single strum chords. We've got 2 A minors, and then G, F, E major, A minor. Let's do it one more time. A minor, G, F, E, pause, and then A minor. So you see, it's just kind of doing a walk down. If we were playing bar chords, you kind of be more visually, you'd see it. And then returning to where we started with the A minor. All right, let's take a look at some of those lead guitar parts next. For the electric guitar part of the video, I'm using my Fender Goldfoil Jazzmaster just because I thought it sounded pretty good and pretty of the era. So we're gonna start with the first riff that is right before the first chorus. We're gonna start off with our first finger on the 4th string 5th fret, and I'm also grabbing the 5th fret of the 4th string. And I'm just lowering my 3rd finger down on the 7th fret of the 4th string before coming back off. So hammering on and then hitting it again. And then I'm just going to the 5th string and going 7, 5, 3. And we're going to see another riff almost identical to this in just a second. Next, we're going to take a look at that jangly little riff that's in the 3rd verse, I believe. We're going to have 2 notes on the 10th fret, 1st and 2nd string. I'm using my 2nd and 3rd finger because it'll be easier for me to slide to the next notes, which will be kind of like the D shape. 1st finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. It's just... So I'm doing 2 upstrokes. So we're gonna have da, 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 da. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a couple of moments later, it's gonna repeat that same little riff. Finally, we got the last little riff in the song, very similar to the first one. Only difference is it's gonna hit that 7th note twice. So bring in the 4th string also. Just slightly different. We're playing that 7th fret 2 times. Taking a look at the slide solo now. It's all gonna happen on the 2nd string until the end of the song. We're gonna slide up to 10, and then go 13, 12, 8. Then we're gonna go 5, 8, 10. And then repeat that 13, 12. Before landing back down at 5. So let's go over that again. So 10, 13, 12, 8. 5, 8, 10. 13, 12, 8. And then 5. But the next section is going to start on the 8th fret, and then go 5, 8, 10, before going back to 8, and then 5, 8, 10 again. The last little bit of the solo is going to start on 10, go down to 7, back up to 10, and then 8 and 5. And that's the solo. All right, lastly, let's take a look at the outro slide. It's going to be on the 3rd string, the whole thing, and it's going to go 9, 7, 9, 4. And then go back up to 7. That'll repeat. And then we're going to have 9, 7, 9, 4, 2, 1, 2. And then 2. 1, and then slide back up to 2. So again, those outro parts, 9, 7, 9, 4. Then 7. 9, 7, 9, 4. 7. Then we'll do the walk down, so 9, 7, 9, 4, 2, 1, and then back up to 2. And that's the whole tune. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know how terrible I am at slide, or if there's another song or artist you'd like to see me cover. And then finally, check out the Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you're gonna get a PDF and a guitar profile of this song to play along with, and there's also that for hundreds more. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.